of San Venganza. All of you, come to me!
My name is
Lesion.
For we are many.
Welcome back to another off the meta build. Let's talk stacks, multipliers, scaling mechanics. These are pretty handy in a game where things can get out of hand fairly quickly in regards to armor, health, and shield scaling. Okay, maybe not the last one. I've done a variety of melee builds, mostly because melee has a lot of variety with how it works. So why not do another melee build for the very heck of it? This time, the Lesion. For this build, I'll be forgoing the triple P of primed pressure point in favor of condition overload. This will, with 3 statuses, boost the damage much higher than triple P. Next, blood rush for critical chance. The starting crit chance isn't much, but it'll grow. Then weeping wounds. According to my maths, Lesion gets around 2 statuses per hit when you combine it with the Drifting Contact mod to keep the 12x multiplier. To help the crits along, Organ Shatter, Healing Return heals per hit per status. After that, there is space for 2 flex slots. I wouldn't waste it on 60/60 mods because there's enough status. So I suggest Pure Elements, or if you want to truly become a Tornado of Death, maybe Berserker? Of course, there's always that stuff outside of the main build to help. In this case, throwing some Gladiator mods on Helios will boost your crits even more. I wouldn't necessarily suggest them for the Warframe though. Otherwise, Sweeper, Artax, or using Cryotra for more status will be handy. Power Spike in the Nerimon tree reduces your stack loss to 5 instead of everything. If you want to spice up your melee with Arcanes, there's plenty of options there too, whether it's Arcane Strike for attack speed, Fury for more damage, or just going for more defense. As for frames, man, this can go well with almost any frame. Anything that boosts the number of statuses you can get will help with healing faster. I really enjoyed it on Ember, but I think Saren really likes this build a lot too. Between the Venom Dose, Augment, and Toxic Glass, you get even more status types to bundle in there. With this build, you can do some pretty decent damage, and the spinning sphere of death you'll create with the Lesion will spew all sorts of status. Well, maybe not all sorts. Mostly IPS and whatever was combined for an element with the flex slots. I'd suggest maybe Viral, Corrosive, or Gas, so Primed Fever Strike can be slotted in there for the big damage. Gas is looking especially valuable thanks in part to its upcoming stacking effect coming soon TM. Otherwise, let's talk stack stats real quick. I mentioned them earlier, but I want to lay it all out for clarity. First, damage. With 3 statuses, you're looking at 3.8k-ish damage, give or take. At full stacks, you're building 2 statuses per swing with over 100% crit chance. Depending on exact calculations, you're hitting over 16,000 DPS. Again, give or take, so long as I'm looking at these Warframe builder numbers right. This isn't including any additional status additions or anything else which boosts the number even higher. I think that this is a pretty dang powerful build. The downside to this build, it's basically useless against anything that can't be afflicted with status. However, they updated liches to take status, so you can chew through them pretty well with this. Just takes a little effort. So how did I come up with this build? Honestly, I was just looking for something with enough status and a touch of crit to really stack decently. This one I think works fairly well, but it could maybe be better. Maybe with a polearm Zaw, probably made out of the Plague Star gear. Get that innate viral in there to stack another status chance. Either way, I kind of dig it. It definitely fits all my requirements for an off-the-meta build. With the build over, I suggest you pop some spores, use your buffs, swing a polearm, build the multiplier, and claim the contract of San Venganza.
Stop!